my channel. I do hope you're doing well. It is mukbang time and we are trying the new McDonald's menu. I've got the cheesy McCrispy, Mum has got the big arch with some halloumi fries, and you also got 6 nugs free with a big arch meal, so we've got some nugs each.
Oh, you got them halloumi things.
Would you like some?
Only one.
You want one?
No, only two.
Halloumi's okay.
Oh, thank you.
So as always, you guys have sent in your questions. We're going to sit here, stuff our faces, try the new McDonald's menu and see where today takes us. Right, let's have a look. We had quite a few this month.
Oh. Are these different questions to my questions?
Yeah, these are
right.
different to your Mama G ones. Let's have a look. Question is to you both. If you could take only 3 things to a desert island, excluding any technology and loved ones, what would you take? So you can't take people and you can't take electronics.
Right.
On a desert island.
A brush for my hair. A razor for my arms. And a bar of soap for my face.
Okay.
Because you'd have the water from the sea, wouldn't you?
Handheld razor, yes. I take a book, or like a plain notepad so you could journal, and probably hay fever tablets.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can't lie, I don't normally get it when I'm abroad, but knowing my luck, I'd be on a deserted island
With no
and
one
it
there.
would be rife.
And you can't pop down to Superdrug, can you?
A bit of a random question for your mukbang. Have either of you had to do jury service? And what are your thoughts on it?
You haven't, yeah?
I got called for it, but the cases I got called forward for were 6 to 8 week duration, which my boss wouldn't allow me to have off. So unfortunately, I just went there for 2 weeks. I got called for, I think it was 3 cases, and I couldn't do any.
I've never been. I'd like to go though.
An open court?
Providing it's the local police.
No, you go out the area.
Oh, do you? How would I get there?
Bus or tube, they wouldn't.
Oh, right. Oh.
I had to go about ½ hour out from where I lived.
Oh.
I've been summoned and it's my 2nd week. To be honest, it's not been very exciting at all, as I've been waiting around to be called, but I've finally been called for one. Wow, yes.
Oh.
My mum, bless her, is worried about me having to do it. I don't know how I feel. I'm excited, but worried it will be a case on something that could play with my mental health and will stick with me, but then it'll also be something that I can say I've done. I've had mixed opinions from friends and family. Some say it's an exciting opportunity, to others saying it's not fair if the general public have to decide whether someone's guilty or not, and that a juror should be of an occupation and not randomly selected people. I just think if you get called, there's not much else you can do.
That's right.
Exactly that. When I first got called, I got excused because I was due to go to Dominican Republic.
Oh, right.
And then I got another letter through, and yeah, I had to go and do it. I think if you're on a case, go with it. I feel like if there are cases that could be triggering, they will advise you and you can opt out. In terms of people, the juror having an occupation and not randomly selected, that's why it's jury service, because it is people from all walks of life, all random, chosen however it's chosen via a database, to give like a best oh god bless me, the best overall, like, not biased outcome. That's what jury service is. But it is a lot of waiting around. I mean, as I say, I had 2 weeks of it and I've done. But you've never been called.
No, but you know you went there. Did you get called in that 2 weeks?
I got called up for 3 trials, but
and did you go in?
No, they was 2 long cases.
Oh,
so
because
my
your boss
employer
wouldn't
let me.
Right. Do you have to ask your employer then if you can go?
Yeah, because I think they still have to pay you.
What, the works?
Right. Because obviously you're called up by law.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was only allowed my 2 weeks, which I spent sat in the room. I think I was doing like reading, word searches, editing.
So you didn't get up and say, Your Honour. Oh no, you're a jury, ain't you?
Never.
Was there people in the room though that got called up?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was called in with some people who went on running the case. And then obviously you all go to the same room and that. And one of them had quite a well-known case in the area for that time. And it was kind of like, damn it, I would have loved to have been on that. But hey-ho.
Oh.
I hope I get called again. But yeah, good luck. I know you're not allowed to, but you can't say what the case is. But let me know if it was a good one or not and if you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If you could all have dinner with a celebrity, who would you choose? Just one.
Tom Jones. Yeah. Or Eminem. Oh, just one, Tom Jones.
If I had to choose just one celebrity.
Viv.
Well, she's passed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't really watch much TV to know, like, in terms of celebrity. I don't know what people class as celebrities now, because it seems like everyone can be a celebrity. Mum's first taste at the Big Arch.
All right.
Pickles
Is
and
this
Big
the
Arch
small
sauce.
one?
No, that is the regular
Oh.
Big Arch. The only difference, medium or large, is your size chips.
Oh, you got medium. Yeah.
The burger's the burger.
Yeah.
Who do I think I could vibe? I feel like a lot of YouTubers I watch I could vibe with. Like a day with, if I could have dinner, Demi or Jess, because they're just like a couple of northern lasses. I think we've gone absolutely fine. If it was possible, would Mama G move to live nearer to Shannon? I'd love to have you both as neighbours. Love and hugs. Thank you very much.
Yes, I would. In a heartbeat.
See if there's a little over 60 accommodation for you.
Yeah, but it's not fair leaving Dad at the minute.
I was going to say, who would look after Dad?
Yeah. And considering he's not well, bless him, you know, duty bound to be here for him.
When he's better though, she'll be like, bye!
I'm going to supper or wherever, bye. Oh,
I'll get your shopping delivered to you.
He'd probably say to me, that's a long way to come to get the shopping, isn't it?
Mum will say I'll get it delivered to you.
Yeah.
Hi Mama G, Shannon and Dan, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to ask, what was the process and cost for the picture of the eye on Shannon's birthday?
Oh, it's good.
We'll wait till Mother's finished stuffing her face. So first off, what was the price?
I think it was 60 something pounds, 70 pounds.
Okay.
And the process was you look in the thing.
You went to Camden first of all, that was your location, wasn't it?
You look in there and they take a picture of, I think, 1 or 2 eyes. Not sure. Because everybody's eyes different.
Hmm.
And on my left one, it had like these little things around it. So I said to Dana, I'm going to have that. And then they put it in the background for you. And I said, oh, have you got stars? She said, no. So I had the next best thing.
How long would you say the process took from start to finish?
Very quick. I'd say about, from going in there, having it done to paying 20 minutes.
Oh, so you just spent the rest of the day having the knees up in Camden?
Having lunch, getting on the tube and coming back.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, and it was by Iris Galleria, isn't it?
Mm.
They also have one in Amsterdam, so if you're ever over there, or...
And the girl was very sort of alright, having to sort of do us not doing it for the first time, you know? Very good.
So if you're near the London area, or if you Google Iris Galleria, they may have other locations up North Scotland. I don't know.
Yeah.
I only know Camden and Amsterdam.
Oh.
Hi, sweetheart, Mama G and Dan. Have you guys any plans for heading up to Scotland again this year? Hope you guys had a fantastic time in Italy and can't wait for the vlog coming up with your birthday weekend away. So, the Rome vlogs will be coming, I think, mid-July. And in terms of Scotland, I don't think we've got any more plans to go up yet this year. We was up there in February, but I don't think we've got any more plans this year. Maybe next year, next summer, I'm not entirely too sure. But, oh, pardon me. How's your burger?
Oh, it's lovely. God, I'm getting in my mouth.
Shannon, which part of the house is now your favourite? Oh, hands down. Have you dropped it, mother?
Yeah, pick it up.
My favourite part of the house is my Scandals with Shan section.
Oh.
My chair, best purchase of the house, that chair. You know, my tall wing back.
What, with the checks on? Oh.
Best purchase for that house.
Do you sit in there and rub it on then?
I do my Scandals with Shan in there, but that's kind of like my reading corner. So, say if Dan's downstairs in the shower and there's nothing on the TV or we're not watching Netflix or anything, I'll sneak upstairs and then he'll come out and I'll just be in my chair with me reading, blanket over me, reading away. I'm very much into my reading at the moment. I've got my last 2 books have really hooked me. And I'm enjoying it. We need to, maybe when I finish this one, we'll read Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell.
Oh.
And we'll see who finishes it first.
Oh.
Because I've seen really good reviews on that and I'm like, oh, I don't know how this one will be with it, but it's definitely a very good thriller.
Because once I start reading and get into it, I'm alright enough.
Mama G, how is your health now?
Alright, I think. I've got the Big Mac and the big arch and my chips and nuggets. I think I'm alright.
You was alright in London. You just got a bit puffed on the stairs at one point.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll go upstairs and I'll get a bit puffed, but I'm waiting for the result. Then I'm going to have the Manjaro.
The result is of a heart scan, ain't it?
Yeah, because it's enlarged.
Probably.
And also, I said to the man when I was going in the drum, I need
Our
to
mum
know.
got stuck in the drum because she had to itch her nose.
I was in there and I started itching and I said, stop, I need to come out. He's like, no, you can't come out. What's the problem? I said, I need to itch my nose. So the nurse come round with her blue glove on. Are you all right now? I said, yeah.
So extra.
Yeah. So she put her hand over the top. He said, are you okay? I said, yes, I'm fine, thank you. So,
Dramatic.
pardon me.
Mum.
And then, excuse me, viewers. Then I went back in the drum. But I said to him, because the thing going in the heart's all right, but the one coming out, pumping it round, the man, my doctor said, it's a little bit squiffy, but not to worry. But I did say to the man, how are the arteries? You know the things that get furred up, Shannon, what they called arteries? So he said, oh, I don't know. He said, you'll have to speak to your consultant. I think that was 6 weeks tomorrow. I ain't heard nothing. So I'm just slowing down and I'm going to try and get on the healthy eating on Tuesday. But hey ho, you know me, viewers. Hey ho.
1st of July.
Yeah.
Hi, hope you're all doing well and looking forward to seeing your Rome vlogs. Thank you very much. I've been and loved it, as I'm sure you did too. Absolutely, yes. Which of your flaws are you most ashamed of?
What's that then? Flaws.
Flaws, so something that you think bad.
Oh, not the flaws in your house?
No.
Oh, right.
Whether it be like an appearance, your personality.
What would they ask what we think we're bad of?
So what do you think is a flaw that you're most ashamed of?
The way I speak.
I knew she was going to say that.
Hey ho.
I'll probably say mine might be like my potty mouth.
What do you mean your potty mouth? The way you speak?
I have quite a blunt, direct potty mouth.
Well, you're blunt, direct, and I just speak rough, so there's not much really going on between us, is there?
And I think I know every expletive in the dictionary. I don't.
But hey ho, you
Hold
know,
back.
if somebody asks you your opinion, Shane, you say it.
Majority of my expletives are actually road rage. I told Mum about my driving fiascos this week.
Yeah.
She was like, people are like that. I'm like, yeah. When I do about 120 miles a day, I see all types of people on the road. I am not afraid to pull someone up if I think they're being a twonk. And I think driving 40 in a fast lane on a motorway, you're being a twonk.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
But a couple of things you told me, I'm like, oh my God.
Mum's like, do you remember that time when we was going Lakeside?
No, we was coming back from Brentwood, weren't we? And the scaffold pole fell off, wasn't it? Nearly bounced into my little Vauxhall Corsa window. And I went over it and I said, Shannon, oh.
And Mum was passenger when I was having an argument with another driver across that.
Yeah. And she said to me,
Brush it there.
Mum, sit back. So I had to sit back and she was...
I'm like, absolutely no.
Road rage, isn't it?
I just think there's a lot. It's not. You have to think for so many other drivers now, because other drivers are quite worrying in some aspects.
Because they're not aware of what they're doing, I suppose, isn't it?
Honestly, what do you get the most compliments about, personality-wise?
Mine, my speech, believe it or not.
People sound funny.
Yeah.
Like, I've got quite a dry sense of humour that if I pull out jokes, which isn't often, I'm normally get a good response.
Yeah.
They're quite savage, I can't lie, but yours is your speech.
Yeah. People like the world to speak, which is rough.
If you could be good at any profession without having to receive the education or trade the experience, what would you choose?
I'd like to still be a policewoman. Yeah.
Okay.
Or a traffic warden, because I'll be a kind one.
A kind traffic warden?
Yeah.
You don't get them in this world,
No,
Mum.
because you know, if you come round and you saw someone, I'll be kind to say, look, mate, I'll tell you what, I'll walk round the block for 5 minutes. And then if you're still here when I come back, I'm going to have to give you a ticket. I'd be a kind one. But where we live, they're not very kind, are they?
Mm-mm.
They don't give you any warning, they just pounce on you.
I suppose that is the name of the game, though. Mum's gone for the big arch and I've gone for the McCheesy Crispy.
What would you be then?
Okay. I would be a criminologist or a forensic person.
Oh, any bomb.
If I didn't have to fluff around with all the education side, definitely that.
We'll go straight in with embalming.
If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or forward? Within your lifetime, not before you were born, if back, what would you relive? Or if forward, what would you want to know about your future?
I'd like to go back in the early 70s, because that's when I was like 10 going up. Yeah, the early 70s. So you had like the music, Spandau Ballet and all, you know, things like that. That's what I remember in the fashion.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, back.
Not back. I'd probably go forward.
Want to see what the world's like.
About my future,
Right.
I would want to know if I do end up getting that forever house that I want.
Right.
Is the end goal actually achievable?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
How would you summarise your life so far in one sentence?
Good. Good. Yeah, I'm happy. Good.
Your sentence would be one word, good.
Good, yeah. In fact, it could be excellent. I know what sentence means, Shannon, but...
You're having a one-worded sentence.
Yeah, my life is, then... Oh, no, I can't say that.
So the bollocks.
No. My life is the good bit at the moment. And that's how I want it to stay for a few years. I don't want no egg. I don't want no argy-bargy. But if you give me some, I'll come up to you. I'll step up to the plate.
How would you summarise your life so far in one sentence? I would say mine is a hurricane that is still brewing. I feel it's very...
Well in man. Mm.
A lot of stuff getting involved in. A lot of stuff going on. And then things try and get chucked in and the hurricane just chucks it out like, get out, we don't need this.
Good.
If you had to live in one season forever, what would it be?
Winter.
Mine would be autumn.
Oh.
Not really. Oh, autumn or spring.
Well, I like winter because now, summer, you can't really take your bits off, can you? But in winter, if it's cold, you can wrap up. Whereas here at the moment, it's very hot, isn't it? You can't go down the road like men do without their shirts on.
Don't have a bikini top?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody,
Oh, mine would be autumn or spring.
Oh, well, with the little rabbits coming out and that.
Autumn probably over spring.
Yeah. Oh.
What's been the most scary moment of your life so far?
Waking up every morning and seeing myself in the mirror. Ah, another day, another dollar. No, I don't know. The scariest.
Mine has been questionable times I've been put on a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's right.
My life flashes before my eyes on them.
I would just say getting up and looking in the mirror thinking that I've got another day. Ooh.
That's scary.
Well, yeah, because you don't know, Shannon. Look at our family. It's just been turned the light off, push.
I thought you would have said something like when I put you to the side.
No, that was all right because I did that to my own speed. I didn't want you saying, come on, Mum, come on,
You might
Mum.
not be able to do your birthday present to your speed.
Oh, what's that?
I'm looking at booking us to climb the O2.
I ain't climbing no too, Shannon Lee.
How
No.
ungrateful.
No. I want a pair of trainers or something. You can get me them trainers today.
Trainers to climb up the O2.
No.
Why not? You've conquered your height with a shard.
Yeah.
Now you could walk over the O2.
Well, they'd have to be very patient with me, wouldn't they?
No, you're part of a team, Mum. You've got to underlay.
If any of them started gobbing off, I'd say, "Hi, mate, I'm 65 years old. Rein it in."
They ain't going to care. They'll be like, come on.
No, I don't think we need...
Or I could take you to a trip to Kent and you could climb Hyperia, the tallest roller coaster, but you climb it.
I ain't doing that, no. I want to go to my favourite restaurant and I want to meet the person. So that would be a lovely birthday present for me, Shannon. We can either go Whitechapel.
So you want to go London Steakhouse and meet Marco P.O. White?
Yeah, but I mean, we can either go Liverpool Street, where we go down by Petco Lane, or we can go to Whitechapel and see if he's in resident and do. Because I mean, we have been to them places so many times, haven't we? I mean, I'm putting money in his pocket, aren't we? I would love to see him come out and say, "Oh, your birthday." I said, "Yes, thank you. It's very kind of you." Or, "Oh, Tom, watch your window. It's blowing open." That's my little neighbour. Over there, Tom. What else?
I don't think I can get Marco P.O. White for your birthday. I'm just going to put it out there for you.
What you gonna put it on in case he contacts you?
Not.
Oh, can't you do a DM to Marco Pierre?
I don't think you'll get a reply.
Well, how do you know? If you just said my mum's 65, we've been to so many restaurants, she wants to meet and greet. When can we come? He would think, "Oh, they're beautiful people. They've been coming to my restaurant." Yeah.
So your scariest moment in life so far is waking up every morning?
Yeah. Because I think, oh...
Mother. What would you most like to accomplish before the year's over?
Losing weight. I keep saying it. I've said it since I was 60 and I've shown. But as you said...
You better savour that big arch then.
No, I mean that. But as I was saying, you know, it's... You've got to think of, are them things going to be alright for you, or do you... Because every year you get older, it's harder to lose the flavour, isn't it? You know? Some people say on the bus, "How old are you?" I say 65. Oh, you don't look that old. How old? 85? Yeah, that's right. But, you know, you've got to want to be in. I see people and they're into the gym and they're out. And I'm thinking...
Sometimes it's people's outlet, ain't it?
Yeah. Like, I'd rather be indoors sort of having a beer and a sandwich or whatever and having a pot of Pringles, whereas somebody likes to go to the gym, don't they?
I'd say before the end of this year is over, I'd like to maybe have myself in another form of education, whether it be a course, apprenticeship, online learning, something I feel like I want to challenge myself into again. Name something you're bad at, no matter how much you try to improve. What are you doing, Mother?
I'll get the tissue.
Something that I am bad at, no matter how hard I try to improve, is my potty mouth. If you see me out and about, it is not uncommon that a swear word would pop up in my day-to-day sentencing. When I'm in my car, nearly every other word is an expletive. What would you say is yours, Mother? Something you're bad at, no matter how hard you try to improve.
Cooking. My cooker ain't been on since you left home, Shannon.
You done alright with the Hello Freshies?
Yeah, that's the only time it was on.
You followed them?
Yeah. I think it's just having confidence in doing bits myself.
What would you do if you saw a stranger being bullied?
Go in and say something.
I hate seeing people get picked on for like no reason.
You want to pick on someone, pick on me, innit?
Yeah, like I would be very forthright with that, with the same instance on that. Name a childhood habit that you'll never grow out of.
Blanky, innit? I think I never had a childhood habit that I sort of went with, I don't think. You had a comfort blanket, didn't you? Well, you still got it, haven't you?
What would yours be?
I don't know, I don't think I really had one.
No?
No. Except for trying to push my sister out the pram when she was born. In the garden.
I mean, that probably is quite... quite disastrous, I would say.
Nanny Golder got me just in time.
Yeah. I
got told off even though I was only 2 years old.
You got told off?
Yeah, naughty girl, Golden. No! I didn't know I was only 2 years old. I didn't want her coming in the family.
Hi Mama G Shannon, hope yous are all good. As you know, I'm diabetic and can't stomach the medication that they've gave me. They've tried a lot and now they want to put me on Manjaro, the injection that makes you want to lose weight. However, I'm afraid to take it as when the weight comes off, it comes back on. So what is the point of taking it? I don't know what to do. Do I just stay as I am? It's all so complicated.
If you need it for your health, you've got to have it, ain't you? But if the weight comes off and it goes back, that's the dilemma, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. You can't have it, Mother, and then sit and stuff your face with a McDonald's.
No, I'm saying, but that Majara, it's for people with diabetes.
Yeah, originally.
Yeah, but people have found you can lose weight, so they're buying it all up.
Yeah. So you say just be careful.
Be careful, yeah. Obviously, she's got diabetes, so she's got to take it. But just take what she needs, and if she starts losing the weight, you know.
These questions are for you. What's the one thing that always puts you in a good mood?
Me, waking up every day.
You just said that was the most scariest thing.
No, I'd say hearing from you, seeing my friends, and just general having the crack every day with my friend.
Pardon me. If you owned a racehorse, what would you name him/her?
Gobby. Oh no, I was going to say so, but people might know.
Gobby.
Yeah.
Hey, lovely ladies. Shan, how is the hair journey going? It has been probably 4.5 months since I've last dyed it. The length is coming along slowly. The thickness is coming along a bit more than the length. I keep having to trim up. I'm sticking away from heat on it. To be honest, the only heat that goes on it is the hairdryer when I wash it. Try not to straighten it too much. Up in the clip or a ponytail. And yeah, I'm plodding along. I've actually bought some new hair care to try. So I'm just coming to the end of my second lot of Monet. And I've just purchased the hair burst. So I'm going to give that a go and see how that is. Because yeah, I want it to grow a little bit more in the length before the holiday if possible, because I might go back ombre. I don't feel like I could have this colour hair for holiday, so I feel like ombre could be on the cards. Does Mama G have a car, and how often does she drive? Luckily, she does not have a car.
I ain't got a car yet.
I feel like, how often would you drive though if you had a car?
If I need to be. If I need to pop to the shops or whatever.
But you have your bus pass now,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
And also, we saw a few questionable drivers today, and Mum's like, oh my God. And I'm like, this is what worries me if you was behind the wheel of a car again. Another one, how is Mama G's health, and is she getting used to living alone?
Yeah.
She's just waiting on test results, and she's more than truly in her element of living alone now. I see her on the Ring doorbell coming in, she'll be like, la 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 la. I see her go out to pop out some a cool cap champagne bottle. Way! I'm like, oh, she's having a drink tonight.
I forgot you see that.
I can see all of that.
And you pick up what I say, don't you?
Yeah, I
do. The Prosecco! I'll have to go out and go round the corner now.
You'll be going out in the back garden now.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'll be going round the side. Yeah, then.
How old was Mama G when she had you? 34?
34.
Due to be 35 2 months later.
That's right.
How
I was
old?
an old mum.
You was the oldest mum, and I had the youngest dad in my school.
In the school, that's it, yeah.
How are you both? What's new filming ideas on the cards, and would you go live? So I have been thinking about this live, but I can't lie, it kind of worries me a bit. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, I don't know. I need to find it where I'm not going to be interrupted, and like, we're not going to have, say, like, I don't know, Dan just walking in the back. I'm not bothered about them, but me and Dan are quite free when we're walking around the house, and I can't be having it demonetised for partial nudity on people's behalves. There's a few things.
What's going on in that house?
We actually have no one overlooking us, so we can just walk about however we want.
Shannon, no, you don't walk about in the nut.
Why not?
You need your undercrackers on.
Mum, no one can see you.
I don't care. I can. That's a different perception of Dan. I'm going to say to him, there's some boxes there, put them on.
From the back garden, no one can see into our garden or house.
There's a lady next door in her window.
Yeah, but she can't see in my window.
No, she can see you in the garden.
Well, don't go into the garden to do me washing in nudie woody. I'll put like a big baggy t-shirt on for that.
Right.
There are
That's
a
why
few
you bring
things.
all that washing here.
Mum still does my hand washing.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't trust myself yet with my delicates. I've got all of the cleaning stuff, but I worry that I'm going to end up ripping the lace or something. And
so you don't think to put them in that little zip thing when you do it?
No, I do that for my normal underwear that I wash.
Oh,
but like
okay.
the expensive ones,
right.
They come for Mum to wash because she does them the best. There are a few things for filming on the cards. There's going to be a few more memory days coming up. Pardon me, July we're out again. August we're out. So stay tuned for that, my lovelies. And the last one, will next year's vacay be a Caribbean vacay, a van tour, or a European? So next year, I feel it could be Caribbean again.
She was going to Antigua, wasn't it?
I feel Antigua could still be on the cards, perhaps. Antigua or Barbados, I'm not entirely sure. I've been looking at two. Definitely, I think there will be another European, whether it be a hot or a cold, I'm not entirely sure. And then, of course, there will be the log cabin, where I'll find somewhere in the UK and just off-pop myself for a week. Who knows? But yes, my lovelies, that is all of it. I would rate my cheesy McCrispy a good 8.5 out of 10. It weren't too bad.
That.
You like your big arch? Mum's still going. The chips were rank as always.
Cold.
It doesn't matter what you do with McDonald's. They never freaking
And there's not much
stay
salt
hot.
on there, is there?
Well, no, Mother. Not everything needs to have all of this salt on, does it?
A bit more.
No. But guys, as I say, thank you very much for sending all of your questions in. If you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And leave us a comment. Have you tried any of the new McDonald's menu? And if so, what was your preference? But take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.